Well, these are desperate times. This is a critical fight for survival. They simply must avoid defeat.
Against Arsenal.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, we're on the way. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Absolutely. So I wonder what the little magician will have in store for us today. And the shot! And there's an early warning shot across the bow.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
And this is Eto'o. Now that looks a decent ball. Decent chance! Xavi Simons. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Massaro. And this is Messi. Vieira, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Keeper's got good distance on that. Oh, that's a key interception. Nedved. Oh, both starting the game at a pretty decent tempo. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Neuer is always looking to break lines. And it's Nedved. The ball has bounced loose now. So we're still where we started right now. Simons. Camavinga. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. And the keeper's given it away. Camavinga! They want to be quick to recover this. Now it's Dumfries, and he's picked it up out wide. He's found a way through. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Plays it across. Here comes another chance! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Oh, it's a lovely, delicate pass. And it's Hullet. Nedved. Now that's well seen too. Well, that is one way to stop him. And here's Hullet. Oh, this is a great position. Eto'o is flagged offside. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Dumfries is always looking to play quality balls. Balde. Nicely weighted ball. Hazard has the space to scheme. Alexander-Arnold herring after the ball here. An instinctive delivery. Tries a shot! Sensational from Eto'o! About as smooth as it gets. Terrific goal, what a super sharp finish.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, that's really changed the mood in the stands, Peter. It ought to encourage more positive football, a more front-footed approach. It's got to be.
Oh, it's come loose. Oh, well played. Pull it, nicely spread. Aimed beyond the defence.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Ball is over the line. And this is... It's Eto'o! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Messi ploughing through the middle.
1 minute added time.
Nedved. No question, this is the... And the referee says that is that for the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Ukraine come in leading by just the odd goal.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Ukraine are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for.
Hello attendees, this is a lost children's announcement. Would the father of a boy in a blue hat kindly make his way to the information center?
So the action resumes. Ukraine currently ahead by the smallest of margins. He's had a shot! And there's a goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Pressure? What pressure? He feels none of it.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Ukraine are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Camavinga. Oh, lovely bit of skill. In Camavinga! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Camavinga really may get an earful from his teammates for not looking up to see what was around him, but I think he was perfectly entitled to try it for himself.
Dumfries.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
Saliba did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Hazard. He's shifting through the gears here. Gets his head on it! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
steaming on goalwards. Dumfries.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Balde. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Hazard. Looking for options for movement. Deflected behind for a corner kick.
Substitution in progress.
Ukraine have their second corner now. Impressive jump! Not a bad try by any means.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Szoboszlai. Now, can they get him away? Hazard. Szoboszlai. This looks promising. Flings in a bullish header! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Pullet really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
So, third corner of the game. Looking for the run. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, well measured. He's picked his way through. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Szoboszlai might just make this. And here's Mbappe, Doku, Van Dijk. Neatly clipped into space. Eto'o is onto this. Can he finish? Xavi Simons. Well, that has not gone well. Threads one in. He's got away. Nedved with a header! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Substitution.
So their fourth corner of the game. That's gone for a throw-in. Ukraine perhaps contemplating their next change here. Serginho gets into a good position. Terrific effort! Well taken goal. That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Number 19.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Son Heung-min chasing after it.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
That's a good run down the left. Now it's Totti, succumbs to the pressure. That's a foul, no two ways about it. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Ukraine making further changes here and in quick succession.
Well, there is that saying, Peter, that if it isn't broke, don't try and fix it. But I suppose you don't want to risk anything in a game like this.
And it's Figo. And here's Figo. And here's Bellingham. And the shot! It's in! Pomp, panache and passion. This, a man full of it all. Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Number 20.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now. And surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Son Heung-min is herring after that one. And that's a dangerous ball. And he shoots! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Oh, what a mistake! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Bellingham makes a dash for it. The referee's awarded a free kick. And he is going into that little black book. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. Well, it is plumb centre, but it is a fair way out on the very cusp of credible shooting range. Araujo. And he whips it in. Fernandez. Doku. Swung over. Now it's Son Heung-min. Can he finish? Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Son Heung-min really might have let his reputation get the better of him then. Yes, you can spank one from...
And a shot! That is decidedly lacking. He's a sharp little ball here. Totti. Son Heung-min in acres of space out wide. Oh, that's a fine interception. Schlotterbeck. So that's it. It is all over. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply, they had all the right answers. So, reflecting on a stellar performance and now taking home a permanent reminder for his mantelpiece. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.